Hello everyone, welcome back to our online lecture. Today we are going to talk about perspective drawing. And I think I've talked a little bit about it last week, about the vanishing point when we draw the coin. Today we are going to talk a lot more about it. Perspective drawing is about how we see things in our realistic and 3D world. For example, when you see this sugar cane, sugar box, and when it is placed facing you, it looks rather two-dimensional or being flat. But if I turn away a little bit from you, like this, and you'll see that the edge that is further away from you is getting smaller, and the edge that is closer to you becomes bigger. So this is the design of our eyes that we see the objects in our realistic world when the object is, the orientation is being changed. This is the 1-point perspective, and here we have a square. And then for the second picture, we have the horizon. That is our eye level. And now we have a vanishing point here. So according to 1-point perspective, anything that is closest to us will be the biggest. So if I draw a column here, because it's closest to us, so it should be bigger. And then if I draw a second column further away from us, although it is of the same length with the first one, it looks shorter because it is further away from us. And again, if I draw the third one, so it becomes shorter and shorter until it reaches the vanishing point, everything will disappear. So if we want to draw the square in 3-dimensional, we can draw some parallel lines from the square and towards the vanishing point. So like this, we have 4 parallel lines. So in this way, we can draw the square in 3-dimensional. So now it becomes a cube. And we have a lot different types of perspective drawing using 1-point perspective. For example, this one is like a room and an office or classroom, and we have vanishing point here. So you can see we can draw some parallel lines radiating from the vanishing point. So you can see that everything, the furniture, desks or chairs, all these objects will converge towards the vanishing point until they disappear. So this is a very classical 1-point perspective drawing, and this building too. So it will become smaller and smaller until it disappears at the vanishing point. So your first class exercise is to draw these buildings using one-point perspective. But how can we derive the vanishing point? Of course, you can start by deciding a vanishing point on the paper, and then you can start drawing. But if you need to redraw this picture of the buildings in such a way, how can we get the vanishing point? The method is by drawing some parallel lines along the bottom and top of the buildings, and then we can get the vanishing point. Why we choose the bottom and top? Because it is the main structural lines that's easier for us to identify. So we use these two edges to draw some parallel lines, and then we get the vanishing point here. And then in order to draw these parallel lines correctly, you can estimate the angle of this line. For example, you can draw some parallel lines here, and then you can estimate the angle. It may be around 20 or 30 degrees, something like that. And then again here, yeah, similar degree of angle by drawing the parallel lines here. But if you are viewing from the screen, or if you are sketching the real object, you don't have the paper of the pic or the photo with you, then you can use the pencil by placing the pencil horizontally and then against the object, and then you can get the degree of the angle as well, and then you can get the vanishing point. And then I'm now going to show you a video demo of how I do that. So I will still draw the two parallel lines that are red in color with the estimated degree of angle. Yeah, similar angle, and then get the vanishing point. And then I draw the main vertical of the first building, and then the second vertical height of the second building. In order to draw the roof, I also draw a parallel line from the rooftop to the vanishing point. And then we can draw the roof. And they are parallel to each other. And in this exercise, we need to draw the windows as well. So again, we draw the parallel lines towards the same vanishing point for the windows. And for exercise 2, you still need to do a drawing with 1 point perspective. That is only one vanishing point. You can draw your room because we cannot go back to school. We cannot draw the classroom, and you can draw your living room or bedroom in 3 dimensions. Of course, it should include some furniture, and I think it is more similar to this picture here. So we have one big room and then the vanishing point here and then the horizon, and everything will converge toward the vanishing point. And now I will give you another video demo of how I do that. So now I got this picture of a living room. This is not my room. I just got it from web, and it is quite a normal living room with the horizon here, and then we can draw this with 1 point perspective. To begin, I will draw a horizon and with the vanishing point in the middle, and then I will draw the parallel lines radiating out from that vanishing point. So we can start to draw the window. So you can see that with the same vanishing point, we can draw the ceiling, cupboard, and then the sofa, and other furniture. Okay, when finished the 1 point perspective, we have the 2 point perspective. And If the object is placed in a different orientation, like this one, this vertical line is facing us. So it allows us to see the two sides of the object. So in this way, we get the two vanishing points. And in this way, we can draw the object in three-dimensional in this way. And of course, apart from 2-point perspective, we still have 3-point or 5-point or up to 6-point, a lot more. But usually 2 to 3-point perspective is good enough in most cases. And in our course, we will cover up to 3-point perspective. And 3-point perspective will be discussed next week. So in this lecture, we'll focus on 1 to 2-point perspective. And in this tutorial, you need to draw your favorable car. You can either take photo of the car on the street if you see one, or in a car show, or you can just simply take it online, study it. So you study your car and to determine which method should be used, either 1-point or 2-point. So from this example for the first picture, and I think 1-point should be enough for you to draw. So we can start by, we can get the vanishing point by drawing the parallel lines from the bottom of the car, like this, and then from the top of the car. So that will be the main edges of the car. So we can derive the vanishing point here. And then for the second one, I think 2-point perspective is better. And again, we can draw the parallel lines from the top of the car and then the bottom as well. So we got the first vanishing point, and here is the second vanishing point. We can also derive the second vanishing point by drawing the parallel lines from the top and bottom of the car. And then I'm now going to show you a video demo how I draw the car with the 1-point perspective. So at first I draw the two parallel lines. That is with the similar angle from the picture. And then we get the vanishing point. And then I draw the main vertical of the car. So in order to draw the window, I also draw the vertical line from the vanishing point. And if I need to draw the wheel and other stuff, I also start with the same vanishing point.